Well, hello. Welcome back to On the Spot. My name is Brian. This is the show where we talk about all things Comedy Spot. We bring on special guests. Thank you for being here. Feel free to comment in the comment section anytime. We're on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube, and we can see all of the comments as they come in. So if you have any questions, if you just want to talk about something, we're here for you. Just put it in the comments, and we'll discuss. We have great guests here today, so let's just get straight to that. I'll bring everybody in on one camera. Of course, you know Adara already, and Ian McGlone is here as a guest today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Adara, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything's good? Everything's yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect?
I want to talk about slosh ball.
Okay.
That's the first, and we have so many things to talk about, but we have to immediately talk about it.
All right. For those of you at home that don't know what slosh ball is, every year, this is not an official sanctioned Comedy Spot event, but every year, members of the Comedy Spot community get together and we play kickball. But it's a special kind of kickball where everybody just has a drink in their hand, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, and discuss, and go.
Okay,
Yeah.
So first we should say that the drinks don't have to be alcoholic, they just have to be open. So the whole day I just had red Gatorade. That was just,
Correct. You just have to have, like, if you're in the field, on the field, you have to have a liquid beverage in your hand that's opened.
And people would catch the ball, and it, like, thunks, and then the ball was so sticky by the end of it. It was very fun. We played 2 games of slosh ball, and then we played 2 games of a game called Hunger Games.
Yeah.
That's like dodgeball, but there are no teams.
Yeah, that was fun. I really liked when a ball would just get blasted, like somebody would kick it, and it would be like this fly ball, and then it would hit the person in the chest. And then it would just ricochet right off. And so there's so many, like, bang! And then beer. And your favorite was Linda's one.
Oh, yeah. Linda, a delightful lady who will probably be on the show someday, was holding a water bottle, I think. And the ball, somebody kicked it, and it just hit the water bottle straight out of her hand. And she went, ah!
And it just blasted
Oh,
everywhere.
it was so funny.
It was really cool.
And there was a couple incidents, not going to name any names, where some people ran into some other people, and they didn't stop to check if they were okay. They just kept running to second base.
Wait, I think you have to name names, because it's even funnier when you name names. We have Yen in our community.
Yeah, yeah.
Who is of smaller stature.
Yeah.
Stature.
A petite lady.
Petite lady. And then working first base last night was Mike LaRosa, another... No, he's not big, huge guy.
Yeah.
But Yen destroyed him.
Yeah, she bodied him so hard he fell over in the grass. She did not look back. She ran to second base.
We were all waiting for her to give us one of these, like, from the second base.
Wow, it was very good. And I will say, so one of my other favorite parts of the day was Hunger Games we were playing, and the second time we played it, the last 2 people on the field were me and Brian. And
I got beat.
But I didn't have a ball for or like I had one, but I didn't really know how to throw it, and so it was mostly just Brian chasing me around and me going, no, and just him trying to hit me. But then on my second shot, I got him, so I did win that one. But
I always like slosh ball too, because everyone brings their family, so we're on our best behavior relative. And but people bring there's there's more and more kids at the Comedy Spot, so they brought in Justine brought Lucy,
the cutest
who's just
baby.
the cutest little baby in the whole world.
So cute.
And Michelle Dobner was holding Lucy, and Lucy started crying, and I was like, "Oh no, let Brian take care of this." Picked her up, and then instantly, like, asleep and calm, and it was fantastic. So I have the Obama touch when it comes to kids. They're crying, I pick them up, and
Aww,
it's good.
Nice.
that's wonderful.
But it's not about slosh ball. It's about Ian McGlone.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So we have some questions. I'll let Brian do the
Okay.
intro for us.
Yeah, what I'll do, if you're new here and you're watching the live, by the way, hi, Emily. Emily's on here. She's, they said, hi, friends. So if you have not seen the show before, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend it's not a live show for just a second. We're going to record this bit. I'm going to go away and just mute myself so you can't hear me snorting and chuckling in the background. Adara's going to interview Ian, and then we'll come back and we'll all talk. So if you have questions during the interview, just put them in the chat. I'll bookmark them, and then we'll come back to them once we're all together on camera again. Good, you guys good?
Yeah, great.
Good.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right, so I'm going to get rid of my face. I'm going to mute my mic. Bye, everybody, for now. And let's see. We'll do a little thing here. And we're ready in 3, 2.
Hi, Ian. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Adara.
Wonderful. Okay, so you have a show that is debuting this week.
Yeah.
Peak Flow. Can you give us an idea of what the show is about?
So our tagline is "Watch a living room hangout turn into comedy gold." Might be a little
Hey.
lofty of expectations here, but essentially it's the living room opening for those who are improv nerds, with a little twist. So we're going to focus on people's interactions with media.
Okay.
Like TV, movies, radio, podcasts, that kind of thing. And we're going to start with a brief audience interview, and then we're going to turn that into a group discussion on stage, and then we
Nice.
will do improv, and there will be beanbag chairs.
Beanbag chairs?
Yes.
Will you be doing improv from the beanbag chairs, or did those leave?
Potentially, they're going to be
Wow.
on the stage, but it's like, to make it feel more like a living room, because I'm sure every adult watching has beanbag chairs in his or their living room.
I feel like it speaks to the kid in all of us. Yeah, nice. Ooh, that's exciting. And that is Thursday at 7 p.m.
That's right.
at the Comedy Spot.
Yeah.
You can buy tickets online. When did you start at the Comedy Spot, and what made you want to do improv?
Okay, so I don't remember the exact date. It was soon after the Comedy Spot moved to the 20th Street, and I took a class, the improv jam class, because a woman who I was attracted to said she was going, and I came there with a buddy of mine, Alan, and we came and we liked it, and we came back, and then Alan stopped going, and I just kept doing it
Yeah.
because I've always been kind of like many of us, I think. I like to be in the limelight. I like to have people's attention.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
me.
totally.
Well, I kind of do, but then I don't. Like, if I get too much, I'm like, no, yes, no. So, but what made me want to do improv was I did some theater in college, and it kind of scratched that same itch for me.
Yeah.
To try to be on stage, and yeah, I dig it. I dig like being in the moment and just like trying to go with the flow with everything. And if you get laughs, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't always have to get laughs for improv to be fun, which may be controversial, but.
No, I agree with that. Like, when I feel good about my performance and feel good about how my team did, that's very rewarding, even if the audience is like, I don't know, having a weird night. So
Yeah.
I get that.
I think I have to make myself laugh though on the inside. But my sense
yeah.
of humor is maybe not always what other people's are. I try to go with the common denominator, but sometimes it doesn't happen.
But your number one priority is to make yourself laugh, and then number two priority is to make the audience laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten the giggles on stage, and it's like when I think a joke that I'm trying, or a bit that I'm trying to do is too funny, and then you can't get it out. I'm like, no, I promise. I'm laughing because it's really funny, but I can't say it right now.
I want to get up to that line, but not cross it. Like have it be like, I'm going to break, but I don't.
Yeah.
And like show mastery. But if I get to that point, I always break.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. Okay, so I have some other questions for you. What is your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit is probably avocado.
That's a
But, like,
great
A
option.
real fruit, like, I mean, it's a fruit, but it's not like
Okay.
I don't feel like it's like what you'd think like for breakfast.
Like colloquially.
Like blueberries.
Okay, blueberries. What's your least favorite fruit?
Oh, those weird things that grow on trees around here that look like they're going to be like a lemon or something, and you open them up and they're just like some weird citrus and you can't even eat them.
Wow. Sorry, that was way more specific than I expected.
You've never had one of those mystery citrus fruits?
I haven't picked a fruit off a tree that I don't know what it is and then been upset that it continues to be something that I don't know what it is.
There are a lot of fruits I don't know what they are, so I'm just going to assume most of them are going to be yummy.
Yeah. Well, we do need more urban fruit trees. I agree with you.
But edible urban fruit trees.
Edible. Yeah, not those the posers.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've opened one up, but you can tell they look all weird. They're like not pretty on the outside.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you open them up and it's like this much like white foam around the fruit part.
Oh yeah, because like we've like bred fruit, you know, like the lemons that we eat have been like they're generations down, I assume, and you're just picking like a wild fruit, and the fruit's like I don't know you anything. Okay, sorry. So favorite fruit: avocado or blueberries. Least favorite fruit: the unnamed fruit that grows in Sacramento. Who would win in a fight if they fought?
Oh, between the fruits?
Yeah, between the fruits.
Oh, that unnamed fruit would win every time.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it doesn't owe us anything.
No, it doesn't.
Avocados would just be like, Blueberries would try, but they just wouldn't be big enough.
No,
Like, I can do it.
No, the unnamed fruit, yeah, it would wreak horrors on the other two.
Yeah,
Ugh. Okay, so you're a lawyer, right?
I am.
What's the most lawyerly sentence that you can say?
You know, before we move for summary judgment in this case, we have to take about 10 more depositions, which means we're going to have to continue the trial out at least 6 more months.
Wow. I didn't know what that meant, but it sounds like it's going to take a long time.
I do civil litigation, and it takes a long time.
Yeah. We were on a Helix team recently together, and most of the times that you had to miss Helix is because you were doing some sort of, you would say a noun, and I didn't know what it meant, but I knew it was lawyer stuff.
Usually I was writing some sort of brief that was due the next day, and I had to stay up late at night. You know, like in school when you put off the paper till the night before?
Yeah.
I try not to do that in my job, but it happens every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, my job is, like, constantly having term papers due and with deadlines.
Oh, my God.
And if you miss the deadline, you could, like, be guilty of malpractice. Your clients could sue you.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
So, yeah, that makes sense. You would
It's
have to...
real chill. It's no stress at all.
Can't go to rehearsal. I have to make sure I don't get sued. Wow. Okay, so are there any animals in the cat family that you don't like?
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to have contempt prior to investigation because I've never met one of these cats. But the ones without hair freak me out
Oh, yeah.
to look at. I mean, if I pet it and it felt okay, I might be cool. But I look at them and they just kind of freak me out.
I think that's very kind of you to be like, I think they're weird, but I would still touch it.
That's like my policy on life.
Well, that's how you ended up touching the weird fruit. You're like, I know it's weird, but I will still touch it.
Weird things need love too. What can I say?
Aw, that's a really, what a good sentiment. Okay, which do you prefer, blood, sweat, or tears?
I mean, that's a thinker.
Yeah.
I think probably sweat.
Sweat, okay.
Yeah. It's like, it usually, like, it sucks to get to that point, but it feels better afterwards.
That is its biological function.
And tears might feel better afterwards, but sometimes there's just more coming. And blood, like, always feels worse after.
Yeah. Okay, so you take sweat.
Yeah.
I'm definitely tears. Brian, would you like blood?
No.
I can't believe I set you up for a great joke and then you just said no. Okay, moving on. Would you rather live in a tree or underground?
Ooh, when I was a kid, I always dreamed about living underground. So I think.
Wait,
I gotta
are you
go with that.
serious?
Yeah. You know those little, like, if you imagine like just a plane where it's just you can't see anything, but then there's like a little mound and there's like one window. That's like the roof. That's like the attic of the home, and then underneath is everything else. And there's like stories and stories underneath. It always seemed like it would be cool, but it would have to be like real high tech.
Oh,
and,
okay.
like well lit.
You want a smart home underground.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to live underground if it's like dank and full of worms and like bugs and stuff. No.
I just feel like generally that's kind of what happens underground.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a big dig. It's going to be a big project. It's going to
You in
cost a lot of
Boston.
money.
Okay, it's going to cost a lot of money. And so so will there be any remnants of the underground energy in your house? Or you're like, this is a bunker?
In the sense that it'll stay cooler.
Okay.
With less energy. Mm-hmm. That'll be what is the remnants of the underground.
And what's your relationship like vis-a-vis sunshine?
I think it's necessary. So that's
Okay.
why there has to be at least that one room with a window.
So you go all the way up to the attic.
Well, and I think the ideal home will have a lot of mirrors. So you get the sunlight coming in one or two windows, and then you use mirrors to funnel it into other rooms.
That is really high tech.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't figure out how you do that, but I'm sure like science can.
You to build this home, I assume that you will be sitting on piles of cash and you will
Yeah.
pay somebody.
I would have to, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was way more of a thought answer than I was expecting.
I'd thought about it before.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a movie that made you laugh very hard?
Movie that made me laugh really hard. I'm trying to think of like the last comedy I saw. I mean, it's not supposed to be funny, but The Room made me laugh really hard.
Oh, but that is, I guess, like the cultural conceit of that whole movie.
Is that it's like it's funny because how bad it is.
Yeah. I have to admit something on this show. I have never seen The Room, but I can quote it.
That's okay. I mean, I think if you've seen the documentary about the film, that's good enough.
Okay, but so asking for a friend, what if you haven't seen the documentary about the film?
If you've watched like a YouTube video or two about it, that's enough.
Okay, so sorry, asking for a friend. What if I haven't watched it? What if my friend hasn't watched one or two YouTube videos about it?
Well, I mean, if you know some of the quotes, then I mean, clearly it's enough.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's end of questions. Yeah, wasn't it filmed like in San Francisco?
That sounds right.
Yeah, the screenshots that I have interacted with from this movie, I think they are in San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What is it? It's like, Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
I know like hi someone, like, oh hi,
Hi,
Greg,
Mark.
or hi Mark. What? See, you know it better than I do. I just know it made me laugh out loud when I watched it because Tony Wiseau or whatever his name was, he was an unwitting comedic genius.
Yeah, he tries so hard, and you're like, that wasn't it, but it is really funny still. Yeah. Okay, so as I mentioned, we were on a Helix team together, and at one point you were a very, I don't know if you remember the sad but supportive bug exterminator.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the scene? Mm-hmm. How was that experience for you?
It was cool. I mean, I try to like embody kindness in life. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you're going to be an exterminator, if you can try to do it in a kind way, it's probably good. So it like felt like I was trying to play to the height of my intelligence, but also my ideals.
Yeah, really living your values in that improv scene. That's all we can ask for. Okay, great. Do you have any questions for us?
What, underground or tree?
Tree, probably. I'm afraid of heights, so it would be a short tree, probably.
Okay. Like a shrub?
Like I'll live in a shrub. But I need to see sunshine and be outside constantly.
And mirrors wouldn't do it.
No, yeah, mirrors don't have the same kind of ambiance that the actual sun gives me. So, cool. Yeah.
Can I jump in here in
Please.
Just a second? We usually play a game today, but we thought we were going to have a time constraint. But I just thought of a game. Can we play What's Ian's Favorite Tattoo?
Yeah.
So I have to pick and tell you? Mm-hmm. All right.
Wait, yeah, just hold. Let's do a rotate and a show and a rotate for the camera. Hell yeah.
You're not seeing all of them because I've got one on my chest. I'm not gonna show everyone live my chest. That's just not. So there's many of them there.
Hell yeah.
I think I'll go with this one. It's a pigeon, and most people, I feel like, think that pigeons are just rats with wings, and I think they get a really bad rap because pigeons, like biologically, they're just doves.
They're doves,
with different coloring. So it's just like it's colorism, but with birds. And the thing I really like about them is every city I've been to in the world, I haven't been everywhere, but I've been I went to Tibet this last December. I've been places in Europe. I've been to Peru. So a fair amount, more than just California. Every city I've ever been to, without a doubt, I've seen pigeons. It's like no matter where humans go, we always get reminded that we're not as much in control as we think we are. Because these fuckers will just come. Oh, sorry, I swore.
That's okay.
That's okay. Okay. These fuckers will come and they will just eat your trash. And they will say thank you. And they will fly off and then they will shit on you. So these guys are pretty special. I think they're spiritual creatures.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, pigeons coo. And I like that a lot.
Yeah, and they're smart. You can use them to run messages if you're in Game of Thrones. Did they use pigeons? No, they use crows.
I think, well, they've used pigeons, I feel like, carrier pigeons is a term, yeah. So they've used it
idea,
during the war?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Medieval England.
Yeah. During their wars also?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Pigeons are doves and people are just rude about it and that's not fair.
Yep.
Justice for pigeons.
Let's do it.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you want to wrap this up?
Yeah. That was all my questions. I feel like I learned a lot about Ian. Oh, yeah. Come see Peak Flow Thursday, 7 p.m. Tickets are at satcomedyspot.com/calendar.
It's going to be fun.
Yay.
Yay.
Cool. Perfect. All right, hang out there. Ian, we have a couple people that want to talk to you first before we
Okay.
put you in the other chair. Sorry, everyone at home is just seeing an empty screen. Okay, here we go. We're back on it.
Hello.
Let me bring up my camera. Nope, not that one. We're going to do... Oh, okay, this one. All right. Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, boop, boop.
I need somebody to be the engineer that runs everything because I get too flustered.
And then you can just yell at them during the show and be like, engineer! No, I mean, that's like what disc jockeys do, right? They have someone that can be like, what are you doing,
You
Gross?
need one person to yell at if you're going to do a broadcast. Dennis is on here. He said that he is sad he missed Slosh Ball. Next year, please come out and participate. It's always like the first couple weeks of June.
Yep.
You should be there too, Ian.
Yeah. I gave in to just binge watching the show Evil all day long and playing a game on my iPad. That's what I did for like 8 hours yesterday.
You could have watched Yen take out Mike.
I know. I missed it.
Yeah.
Emily's on here. They are very excited to see your show this Thursday. Just
hell
wanted
yeah.
to share that with you. Let's see. Dennis says, I'm with Ian. Inedible fruit seems like a crime. Inedible fruit seems like a crime. Why do we grow fruit that we can't even eat? Mm-hmm. Nature.
Yeah. Illuminati, probably.
Emily also said that her dog is watching the show.
Oh my God. Yes. Hi.
That's not reflective on our view count though. So, the dog seems to really like your laugh, Adara.
Wow.
Nice.
Honestly, maybe the best compliment I've ever gotten. Thank you so much.
And Wayne described your underground home as a Teletubbies home.
Oh, honestly, yeah. You should get a really cool vacuum that plays a little song.
I never saw that show, so maybe I'll have
okay.
to go watch it for the
Yeah.
home.
Definitely you should watch it.
Teletubbies. I'm surprised they're not still around. I guess they had a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only so much you can do with four babies.
Tinky Winky Dipsy La La Po. There's 4.
Okay.
I just sing the theme song.
They don't actually say any words, do they? They just go like...
Yeah, they kind of coo maybe.
Okay.
The baby also coos.
Are they just pigeons, actually?
Just pigeons.
Pigeons with TVs in their stomachs. Okay, but honestly...
Future pigeons.
I feel like there's somebody out there that's like, we should reboot Teletubbies, but there's AI involved because they were kind of a technologically advanced home. So, TM, don't steal that idea.
Is that how it works?
That's not how
Yeah,
trademarks
that's like when you want to declare bankruptcy. This is a joke. I think I'm stealing from The Office, but you just say, I declare bankruptcy, and then everybody knows.
Nope.
You can say that, sure.
Okay, so the lawyer said I could do it.
No.
I said you can say that.
Endorsed.
That's all your legal advice is like, well, you can do that.
It is funny.
It's not going to work out well.
When I talk to my friends that are lawyers, and they're like, this is not legal advice.
Yep.
They have to be very clear and their eyes get really big.
Yeah, so nothing I said is legal advice.
Good to
Disclaimer.
clarify.
Except for about pigeons. That's totally holds up in a court of law.
Yeah, I have a lot of like professional friends that are in that have interesting jobs, but I always feel bad about like we were at Slosh Ball. Here's a good example. And somebody was like, well, if somebody falls down, we got a doctor here, talking about Sarah Aga-Mohamedy. And I was like, I'm sure that Sarah doesn't want to doctor things at the Slosh Ball. You know, it just sounds like a bad idea. So anyway, thoughts that go through my head.
She is very kindly our COVID watch person.
Yes.
Sending out updates.
Yeah. Yeah, the
appreciate
COVID's
that.
spreading around. So if you're sick, stay home, please. Thank you.
Mask test.
Yeah,
It's
mask
happening
test.
right now. People are staying home, and I appreciate that a lot.
I like how you said mask test. It's happening right now. It just seemed like a really good slogan for like
Yeah, you
a
get it
poster.
me pointing at it like an Uncle Sam style.
Yeah.
We want you to stay home.
Do you guys want to see something dumb that I bought?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, down. Did I show this last time we were on?
I don't think so.
So I've been wanting to create songs for my YouTube videos. That was one of the things I've always wanted to do. So I bought this,
A little guy.
and it's a little, and it holds sounds. Hold on a second. I'll turn it up so everyone can hear. It you can change the sounds on here too, but it has. I guess I can do it this way. It's right in the mic. So that's the drum set, and then you could change it to bass, and then you can also change it to chords,
That's cool.
and it also has lead vote like leads in a song. Anyway, you can record it and it'll go on a loop, and so
Nice.
you can do beats. So I think I'm gonna become a rapper.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome. I follow somebody on Instagram who uses one of those and also uses automatones. Do you know what those are?
Yeah, they're like the big, like the no.
Yeah. It has a little face and like a little plastic mouth and then a stem that you can like make tones on.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like little cousins.
I don't know why I like this thing so much, but I can't wait to. I'm always trying to find free songs online for my YouTube videos,
Yeah.
and now I can just make.
You just make your own.
Yeah, because the songs I use are just backup tracks anyway. You know, trying to set a mood.
I like that it's so small and handheld, and I don't know, there's something very kind of cute and appealing about it.
Yeah, and then you could hook it to your phone, and then you could change all the tones too. So you can like make it like this is just one package, but you can have like
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah. What's it called? The Sound Bowl. That's the new name.
I think they're gonna be your new sponsor.
Yeah, because I nailed the name. Orba, like I said.
Orba.
It's
Oh, it says it
Orba.
right there. I'm so
Does it
sorry.
really?
I'm not wearing my glasses in my defense.
All right, Orba, this has been the audition. You better
Yeah.
you better sign him up before somebody snatches
Yeah,
him.
they were like, nope. As soon as he opened his mouth when he came, as soon as he said, "Hey, welcome to On the Spot," they're like, we're gonna film a segment called shows this week. So all the shows that are happening around the Comedy Spot, so that we can share it on our social medias. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Ian move to the other chair that's behind the camera. Ian, thanks for hanging out. We'll bring
Thank
you
you.
back before we close down, and then I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change to a one shot, and I'm going to move the camera. Uh-oh. So it's just you. And that goes over here. That looks fantastic. And I'll put on the thing. Okay, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, I'm muting myself. And just for everybody at home, just stick around for a second. It's just a really quick segment. If you have any questions about shows that are going on this week, stay on here, ask them. I'll bring them up in the favorite section. All right, so we're going to do this. And starting in, well, you know what? I'll take out this mic too. Starting in 3, 2.
Hi, everybody. It is another great week at the Sacramento Comedy Spot. We have stuff going on every day except Sundays when we all plant vegetables in our little community garden. So Thursday at 7 p.m., we have a show debut. It's Peak Flow, where a living room hangout turns into comedy gold. Friday at 7:30 p.m., we have Genre High, which is an improvised one-act play about being in high school. 9 p.m. on Friday, we have Capital Punishment, which is an all-out pun battle. On Saturday at 7:30 p.m., we have have Squad Patrol, which is a bunch of fun sketches. And at 9 p.m., as always, we have Anti-Cooperation League, which is our headlining show where the audience gets interviewed and the scenes are about you. You can find us on Discord. We have a fan server. We're doing a genre high ticket giveaway that you can participate in. Also this week we have open mic night Tuesday at 8 p.m. You can follow us on Instagram at Sat Comedy Spot, and you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SatComedySpot.
Perfect.
Okay, that was everything.
That was everything. That was
Great.
good. All right, we're back to here. Ian, if you want to slip back in, you're more than welcome. For those of you that are watching, there is no Helix this week.
No.
Do not go to the Helix. I got to move this camera back.
Oh yeah, it's just me. They're holding auditions though, so good luck to everybody auditioning.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
Woo. Break each other's legs.
Break each other's legs. We have over 25 people auditioning for Helix
Heck
teams,
yeah.
which is pretty great.
Popular.
That is the largest number. I think the last record was like 20 people. So this is big. This is good. Dennis says he likes the calendar that we posted on Instagram. It kind of
Yes.
shows all the stuff.
That's dope.
I will make sure. Look, I'm making a note. I got a pen. I'm gonna tell Justine and Tina that calendar was fantastic. Cal is good.
Nice. He writes it on the longest to-do list that I have ever personally seen with my own eyes.
Yeah, I'll show everybody. So as as things come in that I have to do, I add them to the list, and then it's 2 pages right now. But I've got plenty of pages left for new stuff, and then I also have my handy dandy notebook where I plot out things that I want to do, like murders.
It's so colorful for a murder notebook.
Oh, this is Ian's tab. No, this is stuff like ACL promotions, partnerships with other businesses, class schedule, stage sign. Brian outfit is one of the tabs. Do you guys know who Jesse Cole is? He's the owner of the Savannah Bananas.
I know the Savannah Bananas. I like them.
Yeah, they're pretty great, right? So Jesse Cole's the owner, and he wears a yellow suit to all the games with a yellow top hat. And so when you see him all the time, no matter what he's doing, he always has that yellow suit on.
Wow.
And so it's just a way to get attention, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking I would do something similar, but I'm not comfortable.
Yellow.
I don't want to wear yellow. And I wouldn't feel comfortable being in, that's not me. Like he obviously feels comfortable in that. And they're the bananas, so it makes sense. Yeah. So I'm actually going to reach out to Josh Pereira, who is the style guy at the Comedy Spot.
Yes.
And we're going to find a style. Oh, like here's the thing. Okay, so like think of it. Like, can you think of business owners or stars that wear the same thing all the time?
Well, there was Steve Jobs.
That's exactly what I
Steve
was
Jobs,
thinking of.
black shirt, blue jeans,
Yeah.
right? Which I've kind of adopted, but not because it was because of him, just because I like to wear black. and
It's easy to
jeans.
perform in black.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like, do you remember Russell Simmons? He was like really, really popular. He's been canceled now, so maybe this isn't the greatest of.
Not a style icon, you could say.
But he would always wear baseball caps.
Oh yeah.
And then there was
There's Don King.
Oh, Don King
With the hair.
With the hair, right? Yeah. So I just want something that is like eye catching, but not like a yellow suit. That's not me. So
You could do like the Lady Gaga and have a different thing every day.
You could do the Lady Gaga and have a meat suit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just throwing ideas
Just-
out there.
I mean, there's no bad ideas.
Thank
There's no
you.
bad
Do the
ideas.
meat suit. Wait, okay, so I have a couple of things to say. One,
Yeah.
we were talking about Sloshbot earlier, and Josh Pereira was wearing a beautiful combo yesterday. It was like shorts and a matching shirt, kind of like silky material that was black and white with like a floral print on it, and a hat that matched, like a white hat. And I was like,
Oh.
I'm wearing gym shorts right now.
Yeah.
This guy's playing slosh ball in some sort of just synchronized thing.
Well, if you want to see this style icon, he will be in the show on Thursday.
Yes, he will.
So that's
He
a
will.
We tied it back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Also, Brian, you have an orange suit.
I do have an orange suit. That's the thing is I don't want to bite off of Jesse Cole. That's kind of his thing.
I see.
So I can.
You don't want to look
wear
like
them.
Curious George's uncle instead of his dad.
What if you just didn't wear any clothes? What if that was
Nope,
your thing?
nope.
Just like, I'm naked Brian.
Nope, those times have passed.
But sorry, there was a time when that was the time.
I was naked Brian in college and in the first chapter of the Comedy Spot, and then I let those things go.
You have 3 children to think of now who would be mortified.
I have a non-profit organization to think about now.
There's a board. They might have something to say about that.
Yeah. Also, like, times change. So, you know,
Yes.
20 years ago, things were much different from here, and I would not feel comfortable knowing what I know now to go streaking or anything like that. So,
What about clothes that make it look like you're naked, but they're just the clothes?
but I don't know.
But everything's blurred.
Yeah, wait, no, sorry, I love this. Like, it's like the shirts that the tourists have where it makes you look like you have a six-pack, but it's just
Right.
pixelated.
Yeah.
So it's my own body. I'll take a picture of it and then blur it. I don't even know if that's good, dude.
It would be memorable.
Dennis said I should wear kilts. That should be my thing. And he also said that he doesn't know anybody that has a better style game than Josh does. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Let's see. As long as there isn't an Emily tag.
Emily was like, don't put an Emily tag in your notebook.
Oh, it's already here. What was the last one? I didn't read it. I can't even believe I read Brian Outfit. Oh, attention plan. That actually includes Emily. Not for me, for the Comedy Spot. Gaining attention. Anyway,
Nice.
so these things this big ass list is because I make a whole bunch of ideas on this notebook and then it gets transferred to things I actually have to do. And then people call me and they're like, there's no more toilet paper. And I'm like, I don't put that on the list.
It's a prioritization funnel.
Exactly.
That's good. You have to have that because I feel like as the person who runs a nonprofit, I worked at a summer camp, as I mentioned before, and people would say things, and I would be like, every day people say thing to me, and then they want me to do thing, and then I'm just like constantly have thing to do.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably what your brain is like.
Well, and that's I wanted to start taking control of my own schedule because what was happening is I would have a plan, but then someone would email me, and I would always think that was the number one priority. So then all the stuff I was working on goes off to the side because all of a sudden I get an email and I have to address 25 bullet points, from people who are asking for this and that. So
They're actually, every bullet point is just more toilet paper.
it takes me so long to read too. I need new toilet paper.
Yeah.
What's the shittiest job you've had, Ian?
I worked for the state for 7 years. I don't know if that was really the shittiest, but like
Here in
it put me in
California?
a bad mood.
Aw.
Yeah. I worked in a complaint department,
Oh.
and we processed complaints, and then so everything was negative all the time, and there was nothing I could do because being where I was at, the complaint came in. If it was serious, it went somewhere else. If it was not serious, it stayed with me, and then I had to write a letter saying we're done looking at your complaint. Bye-bye. And so no one was ever happy.
Oh no!
It was very negative.
Yeah, that's
Kind of why I ended up going to law school because I was like, this job is not fulfilling.
That makes sense.
Adara, what about you?
What's the worst job I've had?
Yeah.
Okay. My family used to live on a really tall hill in the Bay, and there was an Italian restaurant at the bottom of the hill. And so the job was fine. I liked working there. We would have family meal, so I would get fed. And then there was also a place in the hallway where the cameras wouldn't show, and so that you could eat a tiramisu right in the corner where the cameras couldn't see you. But at night, when my shift was over, I had to walk back up a half mile of this, the steepest hill. Cars would struggle to drive up it. Taxi drivers from San Francisco would be like, this is the steepest hill I've ever seen. And so it's just me in my heels, slogging up this hill at night.
Terrible.
And then I was full of pasta because they would feed me pasta. So
That
It was
sounds
rough.
really bad.
Yeah, it sounds like a story you got to save if you ever have children, right? Like that's going to be the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
In
think
the
you've
fog.
had it tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to deliver pastries to state workers.
Oh.
And so I had a little basket. I think I've talked about this on the show before. I had a little basket, and then I would have like donuts and different types of pastries and croissants and things like that. And then I would just go door to door, and I would sell them, and people would give me cash. And
Why?
it was dumb. It was a dumb job.
Oh, why was that bad?
Oh, well, because I didn't really make any money.
Oh, okay.
Because you'd have to sell a lot of pastries to make anything. The only person who made money was the person who supplied me with the pastries.
Oh no, was it the
I
thing
was
where
a
you
drug
had
dealer, guys. That's what it really was.
pastries?
Pastries. The supplier makes all the money in that situation. So.
Did you have to buy the pastries from them and then resell them?
No, that's what was nice is
Okay.
he would load me up, and then in the very early morning, like it was like 5:30 in the morning, and then I would go get the pastries, and I'd start hitting offices about 6 o'clock. And then if I ran out, I could go back and get some, but it was just never enough time.
So,
people were past pastries by the
Did
time.
you have a cart you would like push to the different buildings?
Dude, it was literally a basket. It was
You-
literally a basket just full of pastries.
Did
so.
you wear little ears?
No, it might have given. You know what's funny is we started doing it, right? And and everybody was like, "What a great idea!" And then all of a sudden, I walked into an office and I was like, "I'm here," and they're like, "Oh, the other pastry guy already came," and I was like, "Other pastry guy." So
I have to fight him in the alley.
yeah, that guy made it into the book. That tab's been ripped out. That dude is dead. So
Did you use an icicle?
yeah, they can't.
Because that's the best. That's
Yeah,
the best murder
you
weapon.
stab him with an icicle.
Lawyer said it.
And then I walked away and dropped a Bavarian cream croissant on his chest,
Oh my god.
which gave me away.
Yeah.
So that was bad.
Counterproductive there.
You were too proud of your work.
Yeah. The ice sword melted, but the Bavarian cream just sat there forever on his chest. Had my fingerprints on it, and I had eaten some of it, so it was also on my face.
Yeah, they
It
found
was-
you. It was like,
Yeah, just eating pastries in the car. Instead of a gun, to my head or something like that, I was just sitting there going like, "You come in and get me, I'm going to eat all these pastries and probably have a heart attack."
I'm going to get type 2 diabetes, and in 50 years, I'm going to die from it.
Yeah.
Stay away.
All right. Well, let's see if there's any comments here, and then we can... the funny thing is Emily said we are out of toilet paper at the Comedy Spot. But the good thing is I did see Tina bring in toilet paper
Okay.
today to the
Okay.
Comedy Spot, so it's covered.
Nice.
I was gonna be like, put on the list.
Yeah, nope, it's good. It's good. And then Emily said it was just me with Little Red Riding Hood vibes, which makes me think that should be my new outfit.
Yes,
is
yes,
Little Red
yes,
Riding
yes.
Hood.
Cape. A cape is always
And
good.
then give out flyers to people as I go by. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. That's all I have. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, you want to get out of here?
Let's do it.
All right.
We call this place the oven, and the oven I would say right now is medium temperature, but it is getting warmer.
Yes. Yeah, when we first started doing this, we didn't know where the AC unit was. Oh, by the way, I told you each office is going to have its own AC control soon.
Great.
But
Vent?
there's a vent there and a vent there, but I think it just pumps in hot air.
This is the room where they put all the hot air.
Yeah. They're like, we need a room. Give it to the Comedy Spot. But when we first started, we didn't know where the controls were. We didn't even know we had controls. And so we were sweating. And that was in December?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine it right now. It would have been bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
But I did hear it click off midway through this broadcast. So it's going to get real ripey in here. We gotta wrap this shit up. Ian, you're a great guest. Thanks for being
Thank you
here.
for coming
Thank you
on.
for having me.
And thank you for everybody for watching. We really appreciate it, especially everybody who made comments. Emily made the most comments today, so you get
Get a pastry.
this rubber band.
Emily,
playing
you're a
with,
delight.
so-
Thank you so much.
Emily's great.
And thank you to your dog also.
Oh, yes. Big fan.
Big fan of the dog.
Big fan of the dog. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see
Bye,
everybody
everybody.
soon. Bye.
Bye.